Hey guys, Jen Graves here. So anyway, was just gonna let you guys know. So since we're on the 31st, this will actually start tomorrow, and I am going to do a challenge and put it out to all of the other manga tubers that are out there too. Um, so what this is going to be a challenge on is basically and you don't have to do it all at once whenever you do a video, however many days have passed and are allotted. You do a shout out. And so, however many days, I can't remember, approximately 30, there might be 31, 29, something like that. I'm sure there's not 29, just saying. Anyway, so what this challenge is, guys, is every day for a month. Um, you know, it, well, yeah, every day for a month. I was thinking about telling you why I came up with this, but we'll hold off on that till later on. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. So, every day in the month, if you're somebody that only posts like, a couple times or whatever, then you can kind of put it in there all together. Um, but if you guys want to, you don't have to. Obviously, I don't have that authority. um, but every day for the next month, basically doing a video or anything like that, um, pick out one other manga tuber that you have, and if you do a video or anything like that, give them a shout out, and why, basically. So tomorrow, I'll do my first one, whoever it's going to be, and approximately, 30 manga tubers, different stuff like that. It kind of makes you search for the big ones and little ones and everything else in between, of people that you like and all that other stuff. And basically to get other people on your channel, your subs, all that, to get them to kind of support the community more. As you guys know, we've kind of been getting a couple of hits in the manga community here lately, as far as it goes to basically like our videos having copyrighted content, different stuff like that. Um, Different things around that. Right now, there's some that I know of, like Manga Explained, and In City Swede, and a couple other people, where their channels are kind of, in retrospect, could be suspended or something like that. So doing this really is to have it circulated around. Basically, maybe us showing our support for each other as a manga community, manga tuber community, stuff like that, and pushing forth to show like, hey, you have XYZ of all these other different manga tubers and all that other stuff that everybody wants to watch and see and whatnot. Why, try and come after that, and I guess attack the community, different things like that. So, um, anyway, though, whew, my hand's getting tired. Like I said, so next month, do that, manga tuber people. If you want to get in on this challenge, and you can do it with your regular videos, anything. If you don't post one every day or something like that, don't worry about it. Just pick up however many days it is. Like if we go a week. Whoop. Sorry, guys, it slipped out of my hand. If it goes a week and you haven't done anything, you haven't done it for those 5 days, then go back and put out the 5 recommendations for those people. So 5 days allotted. I could go with Migs, Danny D, Bizarre Individual, Maskio J, Fatal Ferret, different people like that. Just give them a shout out real quick on your video. Try and do that, because not only is an individual sustaining the industry, it's all of us and all that different jazz. So that's kind of why I'm doing this, because there has been a lot of stuff going around the past week and, you know, different stuff like that. So um, if you watch this one, no, I have taking that a step further and asked a bunch of different companies and stuff. Is there anything that any of us need to worry about? I have a voicemail from Udon Express. They're like, "Don't worry about it. As long as you don't sell it, don't worry about it." And I've almost gotten the same impression of that from almost every other one. Some of them haven't contacted me yet, but some other people have gotten those contacts kind of worked up, I guess, a little bit, where they have said, no, you're not selling it, don't worry about it. So it just kind of falls on a couple different things like that. But yeah, like I said, hopefully it's nothing too big, but hopefully if we can get it spread around as a manga community and show that we're kind of all this together, instead of I'm just one person, it will make it a little harder for them to view it as a community, because most of us in the manga community are their supporters, especially a lot of us manga tubers and stuff. Um, you know, like I said earlier in a tweet, you know, I guess a week or two ago. Um, I'm waiting to do my video, until I have my milestone in hand. And some people don't know what that milestone is, guys. Obviously, my subs don't really tell you the true story of how big of a manga collector I am. And especially being in America, or one of the other countries where you can't get it for cheap in Japan, or like in Japan. Um, Guys, I'm 4,000 plus. So getting that out of the way, as our community, with me as a big person in it, I guess, especially in manga collection wise. Some of us other people, Fatal Ferret, Insidious Swede, um, I would say Bizarre Individuals getting up there. Um, you know, um, Simply Glee, some of the other people, Manga Hoarder, different people like that. Like, we're all people that collect a bunch of manga and stuff. And I feel like as a unit, me and two of you guys basically are 10,000 cells that they have, for all manga communities or all manga publishers. And that's most likely just three of us. Most of you guys that I called out, y'all have 20, 20 something plus manga, 25 plus manga. I mean, so at the end of the day, when you add that all up, I mean, 10,000 is a lot for three of us to be able to claim that. As the numbers go up with more of us, there is more to it. There's probably closer to 50,000 that all of us have bought, and I mean, if you think about that, if a manga gets its publication and has 1 million sales, basically, to be a successful manga, half of our community right there is the leading cause of most of that. You know what I'm saying? And so, everybody else helping us, filling in the gaps, ordering, doing all that, especially with all of us big people, spearheading all that stuff. Maybe as a community, it's something that we need to come together on and be able to push forward and let them know, like, hey, there's not really anything that we're gonna. I gotta swap hands, guys, to this angle. My other hand got tired. I'm sorry. But let them know, like, hey, this isn't something that we actually want to, I guess, take lightly. We're not just some manga one tuber that just sits there and toots their own horns, even though I do sound like I just kind of did that. But just like letting all of us know. So that's kind of why I wanted to put this challenge out there, so that we could all kind of move forward, let everybody know, other manga tubers that you watch, different things like that. Because, you know, for me, even though I don't have that many subs yet, you know, I will get there eventually, different stuff like that. But as somebody that's been collecting and has 4,000 plus manga, I do believe that there is a thing there for all of us of, you know, being collectors and whatnot, and having a right and a say in everything. You know, so um, just stuff like that, guys. You know, and I feel like we as a community can kind of come together and maybe get rid of some of that. See if we can make a change on different things of videos getting targeted, different things like that. So, not 100% sure why, you know, especially why. I've been talking to in City Swede and some other people that I know that have gotten some of this, like I said, in City Swede and Manga Explain, to try and figure that out, and going and reading like terms of agreement and, you know, all the other stuff, privacy policy, all that stuff. Taking the initiative to go and send emails and ask and all that. If there's something that we do need, it seems like there's really not that much stuff. Everybody says they really don't basically care about it in one way or another. As long as none of us sell it, woo. I don't think any of us do sell it unless we are through a manga, you know, company that we do draw manga for. Um, I really don't know if there's anybody in our community that really does that for and does manga. Um, but, you know. So anyway, that's a kind of another thing. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Please, I guess you could say I'm also kind of pleading with you, other bigger people that do have more subs. Eh. You know, because I mean, all you guys make it possible anyway, all of us subs. And, you know, one person doesn't have value over anybody else, as far as that goes. You know, because I wouldn't trade any of my subs, so I would hope nobody else would trade any of their subs for anything. Um, but just to kind of get that out there, let everybody know, like, hey, this is all of our stuff. We kind of stand together as a community, you know, because obviously there's no I in team. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. Like it down below, comment down below. You know, you can ask me kind of some of the other stuff. If you haven't been following me on Twitter, some of the other companies and stuff that I've talked to, I've sent emails to, different stuff, you know, stuff like that. You know, and again, like I always have to say, stay tuned for the collection video. I'm waiting to have 4,000 in hand. With pre-orders, I'm over 4,000. I'm just waiting to have 4,000 actually in hand, by spine count. So that's kind of where it is. Anyway, though, like I said, thanks for watching. Any of you other manga tubers, the original challenge, just for every day of the next following month, put out a recommendation for somebody, you know, for whatever days are allotted, you know, so approximately 30, like I said, and kind of get our community flowing around and all that other stuff. So anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I have to think about this because I always change it. Sometimes I tell you I'm your friendly tatted otaku, because of my tattoos, or friendly neighborhood Jen Graves, whatever. But I am Jen Graves. There we go. We'll just do that. One explosive burst. And I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being supportive, and you know, help us basically make our community better and basically that we stand together as a united force instead of individuals that are just trying to do it for our own benefit, things like that. So, anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Um, yeah, bye. Thoughts, opinions, post below.